Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fridays with Sue and Steph. I look out my window when we're here, and it's so nice when the sun is shining. Sadly, not today, not so
Mm-mm.
much.
Yeah.
So our topic today is, the roles we play in raising our kids, and do they change? Are they marriage with Stephanie? And the roles we play in this marriage are: I ask Stephanie to come up with ideas, and then I come up with new ones. And it's a game we've played for many years because I'm not good with a blank piece of paper.
It's funny.
And
Yeah.
so her suggestion, I might have nothing to say on that, but it moves me into something that I do feel like I could participate in. So I often wonder, in my marriage with Stephanie, is she walking around going, oh my God, she wastes my time every time? Like, hey, could you start with the suggestion and that I'm going to probably not be able to jump on?
Oh, that is so funny. No, I think of it as editing. Like I'll say to you, like, feel free to. So to me, it goes into the editing bucket.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's our work marriage. For our
Yep.
home marriages, we've talked about this a lot.
Mhm.
And what roles do we play in our marriage? And did it start from day one?
That's a good. That's a good addition. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
Okay. So I have to think about the day one. Maybe when you're talking, I'll think about
Okay.
that piece. Okay.
Yeah.
So certainly from when I can't remember pre-kids, like 1894, whenever the heck that was, right? But but having kids, I've always said that I'm cereal and Todd is pancakes. Okay. And I think it explains so much in literally cereal and pancakes. So, during the week, whatever. And I'm not even serving the cereal. Like the kids do imitations of me, like they'd often be up before me on school days. Like I was not this mom, like, chirping and
Oh
getting
my God,
ready.
you were the first person I ever met who slept through morning. I just couldn't believe it.
Not all the time, but many times.
Yeah.
Jack does this great imitation of me. And he goes, Mom, can I get this permission slip signed? I would make that noise. Anyway, but on weekends, Saturday morning, people know it's pancakes in our house. Pancakes, pancakes, pancakes. Todd makes chocolate chip pancakes, and they can't just be any pancakes. They're chocolate chip pancakes.
Mhm.
So you can just layer that whole veil over our entire raising kids. Right?
It's so concise. Like you don't have to say a whole lot when you say pancakes and unsweetened, right? Like you're not talking about sugar cereals,
No.
right?
No, maybe one here or there. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I'll even
Because
give
if you
myself
were
maybe a
buying them
little.
Captain Crunch, the line would not be as clear.
Yes, agreed.
So in my house, it's Disney Dad,
Oh,
and
that's
I never.
ding ding ding. I wrote Disney on here too.
So I don't know mine was just like the disciplinarian. I don't know what my word would be because I don't have like a cereal. I mean, I bought lots of junk food for them, so I don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was clear, and this might give you how my house has run forever.
Okay.
Dan, there's an expression, snowplow parent, and it's usually said snowplow mom, helicopter mom. I think Dan invented it. So when we brought our babies home from the hospital, and we did this 5 times, and
Yeah.
he did this 5 times, he walked in the house, turned off the lights, asked people to whisper for a newborn friggin' baby. Like, I am going to coddle this child so that there is nothing getting in the way of perfection. And it
That's good.
continues. It continues to this day. The only thing that might have changed is that the kids say stop. Like, I don't want you in my space now. And by the way, they say that to me about different things.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
both had to redefine it. But while they were home, I would say there was often like, okay, maybe let them stumble right now. Like maybe get out of their way a little bit. And the other piece of it is that one of a very special moment in my house was when my nephew was visiting and said to me, "Do you ever feel like you have 6 kids?" And I just felt so validated.
You know what I say? I feel seen.
I did. I felt like, by this little pisher teenager noticing that Dan joins in with the kids for the fun. So, this is my ultimate best story, which I'm certain I have shared. So sorry if you heard it already, but I was going out to a meeting at night, and Jacob, our youngest, was in our bed with Dan watching TV. And I said, I can't remember how old Jacob was, but there was definitely still a bedtime. So it was probably middle school, maybe even a little younger, maybe 6th grade. And I said, really, like, there's a bedtime here, because tomorrow you go to work and I'm home with him and it doesn't go so well. So just please, I'm begging you. And so, that pleading, it's hard not to say no problem, right? So he's like, 100%, no problem. Go off, feel free, know that this is being taken care of here. I know these two, man, child, and son. And so I go out of the room, I close the door, and I wait a minute. And there is an eruption of like convulsive laughter is what I meant to say. Maybe compulsive also.
Right.
And I opened the door and I just said that thing that comes out of my mouth a lot. Really? So that's the moving into the gang is over here and I'm on an island.
Yeah. And I have heard that story, and it, again, just a metaphor. And we've had the same conversation. Like I've said to Todd, I'm like, honey, remember how I said I wanted a 4th? I didn't mean you. Like, that's not what I meant.
Wait, you've actually said that? You've said that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was like, I wanted to birth a 4th.
Or adopt a 4th. But
no, you know I'm all about that. Totally. Yeah. That's right.
Not about being my husband.
He was not fitting. I didn't want him to think that, that checked the box, him acting like a 4th, right? And then here's the other piece of it. Then there's this really sweet piece. And maybe it's because we carve out these roles where I'm like, I love that he makes them pancakes on Saturdays.
Well, I mean, I really think my kids have a sense of humor and levity because of Dan. And, they are, I think, rock solid citizens and humans. Dan also delivers with that.
Yeah.
But, kind of like, I guess, a little boundary because of me, and a lot of entertainment and fun. So when people talk about, like, you need to be on the same page, I kind of see the benefit of not.
Yeah.
I think we'd be divorced by now if that were our goal.
Yeah. Well, you have to be on the same page as your overall values. Yes. Yeah, maybe that isn't, because that's right. Yeah, maybe. I
mean, not anymore, but we had some heavy political disagreements over the years. Like, I mean, I guess at the core, the goodness of what we try to give to our kids. Yeah.
That's right. The essence of what's important.
I don't know, actually. Yeah. The jury is out on that one.
But it is really funny, like, to think about. I want to go back to how you started, which was it that way from the beginning?
Yeah, in my house for sure.
The roles. Yeah, I think it was too here.
And there's almost no way it could have changed. It's my composition and his composition. Like, Dan, when the room is incredibly tense, Dan will see an opening and put the zinger that kind of makes everyone a little angry, but also evokes laughter. Like, he loves that moment,
Yeah.
And like, I hate The Office. I hate cringeworthy. So, like, I'm never going there. My brain doesn't go there, and his brain lives there. Like, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Dan's idol, his idol.
Yeah. Same.
Todd's idol or your idol?
Mine. Todd really likes it, but he would never have started watching it if it weren't for me. And it is completely cringeworthy. And
oh my God, totally inappropriate, horrible.
Totally inappropriate. I don't know why I find it so funny. It hits me so funny.
The most fun is watching Dan watch it. That's the fun for me.
Yeah, I have many shows where I'm watching Todd watch something, and the kids. We send these videos in our family group chat of Todd.
Yeah, what's the show he always watches? What's the movie?
That Family Guy.
No. Isn't there a movie that no matter how many times he watches it?
Name one, Sue. Shawshank, Back to the Future, Indiana Jones. Like, I'll come into the room, he'll be watching it. I'm like, do you think they find the Holy Grail this time? Like, that happen? I mean,
Wait, does he like Princess Bride? Is that one of his?
he doesn't. I mean, he likes it, but that's not one of his.
Ah, okay.
Not one of his. Okay, here's another related topic: is that occasionally we swap roles.
You do?
Very only occasionally.
Uh-huh.
Where, I mean, I could probably count it on one hand, and I can't even come up with what they were, but we realize it when it's happening. Or like later that night, we'll be talking about like what just happened.
Uh-huh.
And it does not, again.
The role of Todd will be played by Stephanie.
And I can't even, I'm going to now sit here and think about, what that was, but it has happened. And like I said, it is few and far between. And I think.
No, I also can count a few. Like I can definitely count a few. Probably, I can't get the
Yeah.
like, perfect example.
Yeah. But it happens. And maybe that's the beauty of being like partners or on the same page, whatever that means, realizing it's kind of like playing doubles when you have to switch positions in tennis. You know how you occasionally will switch if you're up at the net, right? Or am I thinking of paddleball?
No, you do. You move over. Yeah.
I feel like it's like that, where it's like, you're like,
get out of the way.
We got to flip, right? But it is really interesting. And I wonder what percentage of mothers, we're 100% sitting here, the two of us, like in the disciplinarian. Do you think that that's?
Well, if you're guys who are listening, if you want to put in the comments, we'd love to hear where you fall. Because growing up, it was the whole storyline was wait till your father gets home.
Right.
So.
Oh my God, right.
Where did that switch to like wait till your mother walks in?
Wait, that's fascinating. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so not scared of my husband. Like waiting, like wait till daddy comes in. Why? Does he have a cake? Does he have, right? A big chocolate chip cookie the size of my head, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. I had not thought about that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just an overall maybe that's just like, yeah, dad, like traditional household, right? Dad's going off to work, mom's home with the kids. He's kind of like a figurehead. I don't know.
Well, it could be that it was the mom's out from dealing with it because she was home traditionally and he was out. So that's one. But the other is that the world has changed and dads are more involved in parenting.
Yeah.
And if you're home less time, which was always the case in my family, the little time he had, he wanted to be the hero. He didn't want to be like, oh no, dad's coming home. Like he was all about fun, like I'm home during his residency. All he wanted to do was come in and just love them and kiss them. And cause he didn't get to see them as often as I did. So I don't know.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
But he didn't have a father like that. And I didn't have a father like that. They weren't hands-on parenting. That was all moms.
Yeah. Same.
But I'd love to hear what other people have to think because we may just have come upon something. So I was in a meeting. Someone made a comment about like, wherever you go, I'll follow. And so I right away put in the comments in the chat, I put Runaway Bunny. And so someone did a private chat with me and said, I often think that the world is divided into who loves that book and who hates that book. And, there's one other book that I feel like even more than Runaway Bunny, because Runaway Bunny, they're so young. It's like Pat the Bunny, Runaway Bunny. Yeah. Oh, what was the other one that whoever wrote Runaway Bunny? Is it Pat?
Guess How Much I Love You?
No, that's the other book. But the author of Runaway Bunny was also another book that was very popular, and I can't think of the name. Maybe Jessica's on and she'll find it for us. Oh, Stephanie says, my husband works always tired, never hands-on, and not the discipline. Oh, you don't get either. Well, Stephanie, hats off to you.
Yeah, totally.
You're playing a lot of roles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the other book is the one, I'll Love You Forever.
Yeah, I didn't read that one.
I really never liked that book. It's the cycle of life. So it starts with the mother is coddling the baby son, the little son, and
Okay.
it grows and grows and grows. And the last part of the book is the son is in a rocking chair holding the mother. And I don't get that look on my face. I get that, and you get that look. And so this woman was saying, I think it all depends on how you were raised. Like to me, that's the worst. Okay, this person wrote a lot of books about bunnies. Huh. So Runaway Bunny, and what was the other one?
It's not Guess How Much I Love You?
I don't know. I thought it was
I don't
I'll Love
know.
You Forever was the other book. So Stephanie I was the hangout, hands-on, and continue to be disciplinarian. Yeah, well, someone's got to do it, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
But it
You know
sounds
what I
like,
wonder? Okay, wait. Here's a wonder.
yeah.
And I was talking to a friend about this earlier. Is that we were talking about a friend of hers who did like a 180 as the kids maybe got to high school ish, was super strict, and then it all changed. Oh, this woman wrote
Good
Good
Night
Night
Moon. There you go.
Okay,
Thank you.
I love Good Night Moon. So this woman, this mother did like a 180, and I was thinking, yeah, she probably just got to the point like she had raised these great kids. Like, at some point you're like, well, what else is there? The thing is, you don't know what that point is. You don't know.
Oh, that's not true. That is not
Really?
true. Yep. You will
Why do you say
see.
that?
Your kids are a little younger than mine. You will see. Like it's kind of like when the doctor.
No, I mean when they're in high school. Like yeah, like, is it possible this woman like kind of got more hands off in high school?
Yeah.
Like, do you know? Quote.
I do
No.
also, because it's not a one-way street. You've got
Yeah.
another human who's saying, I've got this.
Yes. True.
Right. So it's not like none of this is, well, when they're younger, you can impose yourself.
Yeah.
But when they get older, like so much of what I learned as a parent is because my kids forced me into it. It wasn't because I was so wise and said,
yeah,
oh, I'm gonna, I'm like, I can't tell you how many times my youngest says to me, I've got it, which is really a very loving way of saying, move out of my way. You do not need to be involved. Okay, so let's see what Stephanie says. I'm going to share this one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Mine is going into 11th grade now. A girlfriend is involved, so it absolutely gets more involved indeed. You are more involved than you were before, Stephanie. Is that what you're saying?
I think she is.
Wow. Interesting.
Well, and involved, I mean, involved is an interesting word.
Yeah.
Right?
But setting rules, like when you enter.
I think that's where she's going. Yep.
Yeah.
Need to be.
Yeah.
We got you.
Think, like maybe the balance of how you are more involved shifts.
Yeah.
But what will we tolerate in our family? Or tolerate's a big word, but what are the rules that we establish as a family as you get older? Like getting your driver's license, right? Yeah, absolutely. Boundaries.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope one day to be a grandparent, and I know that I am not taking the role of disciplinarian. So I believe there'll be some dueling in the who's the most fun. and
that's right. Redefining your roles.
What?
Redefining your roles as grandparents.
Like I do fear that I will lose that, but I'm gonna work so friggin' hard.
So you're not there yet, but I know you and Dan, you're gonna lose, but you can try. I mean, if you, I think it's going to be a lot of effort, and you're still going to lose. But
I know. So I'm going to have to figure out another lane. Maybe the one they come to when they need another ear, another compassionate. I'm going to lose. I'm just going to lose.
Yeah, you're going to lose, but
yeah,
that's okay.
My friend she actually carves out time to babysit, grandmother sit the grandchild.
Okay.
And the favorite person in the world for that grandkid is her husband. She literally takes off time from her day, goes there. He does not. Favorite person in the world. Life is unfair.
And so it continues is the bottom line, right?
Yep. All right, everybody. Have a great week. We will not be on next Friday, but hopefully the week after. And I guess, is next weekend Memorial Day weekend?
It is.
Yeah. Have a great weekend, long weekend. Bye.